This is Matt Hurt at Obsessive Viewer on Twitter.
This is Tiny at Obsessive Tiny on Twitter.
This is Mike, and you can find me at I am Mike White on Twitter.
And this is ObsessiveViewer.com's The Obsessive Viewer Podcast. And welcome to the latest episode, the 100th episode, actually, of The Obsessive Viewer. We're a weekly movie and TV podcast that covers a specific topic, be it genre, trope, movie, or show, each episode, and you can find back episodes at ovpodcast.com. So, guys, 100 episodes.
100 episodes. My 92nd episode or something like that, right?
Right.
100. Done 100 episodes.
Jesus. Although, Mike, in terms of, like, you were in the conversation from the beginning, though, so, I mean, from our
I was part of it.
Yeah, in spirit.
Yeah.
You're a contributor always.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And also, it's the last episode we're recording in Turbo Roo Studios, which is just my brother's sunroom, because when I move, it's going to be the new Obsessive Viewer headquarters.
Because Matt's growing up and growing out.
I am. Yeah. Took 28 years.
Oh, man.
But no, yeah.
We'll miss Turbo Roo Studios. It's pretty great. There's like a couch.
Well, I'm taking the couch.
Oh.
Yeah. Did I not tell you that's going to be my couch?
Yeah, I thought you were a little undecided. So.
No. It's a free couch. I'm pretty decided on it.
Nice. Cool.
It's no better kind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, okay, so the last couple episodes, last week it was just me and Tiny. The week before it was me and you, Mike. So, catch up, guys. I'll just kind of fade off into the background and you guys can catch up.
Yeah, Mike, how have you been, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Just wonderful.
Seen anything good lately?
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked your picture that you posted to Facebook of when you guys the latest movie you saw. You posted a picture next to the Fast 7.
Oh yeah, the Furious 7.
Yeah, that was funny.
We're trying to. I guess I can explain that. We're trying to at AMC before every movie they kind of play like the pictures of people. If you Instagram a picture of you at the theater and hashtag share AMC. You can be on, the pre-movie stuff, the screen stuff.
Right.
And we go, every week, and we're hoping to be on there. So every week we've been kind of taking pictures and crossing our fingers. And so they've got this big stand-up of Furious 7, and we thought it would be funny if we just stood in front of it. I don't know. I guess it's funnier to see than describe, but...
Yeah, I laughed.
I did, too.
Thank you.
We'll have to throw it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, do it. Glad you like it.
So, with the AMC thing, you're wearing your shirt for your Obsessive Viewer shirt, right?
Yes, that's correct. Every Thursday I wear that shirt.
Good. So for this episode, we've decided to do something different since it's our 100th episode, and I think Mike, this was your idea to do kind of a game.
Yeah.
So if it fails, it's on you. But no. But this week we're basically going to do a different. Instead of a main topic, we're going to have a game where we are going to. Each one of us has a list of fake movie titles that we came up with, and we're basically going to go around and one of us is going to say the movie title, and then the other two are going to pick a genre for it, and then we're going to just kind of create a movie out of the fake movie title and the genre. And we'll see how it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
It should be interesting. I'm kind of excited because I've pretty much for the last couple hours I've just been kind of brainstorming movie titles, and it's like some of it is clearly because I was sitting in my room and staring at boxes that I'd packed for the move.
Me too.
Nice.
Well, not move, but all
Right.
that stuff. Yeah.
Right. So, and also because I was watching stuff on my PS3, and yeah, it should be fun. So how should we get this kicked off? Who wants to go first? I have like a list of like 13 or 14. I just typed up one just here a second ago.
Maybe you should kick it off, Matt, by giving us a title.
Okay.
And
There we go.
Mike and I can run with it.
Okay. Let me pick which one. Okay. The first movie title that I'm gonna throw in is Perforated Justice.
Perforated Justice. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So pick a genre.
Perforated Justice.
Well, Perforated Justice is of course a crime thriller.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. All right. Good. So what do you guys think?
I think it involves a detective, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Solving multiple cases, but because the justice is perforated, they're all really easy to solve.
All the threads of the story just separate easily.
Yes.
Oh my god, that is awesome! Like have it set up to where he gets a case, and then like he goes to the crime scene, and everything is like really like dark and grimy and gritty and stuff.
The tone is 7, but
Yes.
all the cases are super easy. He actually solves 7 cases in the time it takes.
Oh my god!
In the runtime.
It's like 7 and Blue's Clues have a baby.
Yes, exactly. It's actually Steve is the star.
Oh, that is fantastic!
It's Detective Steve.
Detective Steve.
Detective
exactly.
Steve Blue.
Oh my god! Oh, I love that.
Blue.
Yes.
And so he does, however, have a dark past, and that's kind of the holes in his story that he is not willing to tell other people.
It's the perforation of his story.
Exactly. Yeah.
But of course, the 8th case that comes along is the one that's really, really hard.
Okay.
And that's the climactic conclusion.
Okay.
And he ends up killing himself because he can't solve it.
Jesus.
I don't know. I'm not good at endings.
I can't. I have no emotional attachment to this character, so yeah, we can kill him off.
I don't know. Can you think of a better ending?
I mean, you said it, so we got to run with it. It's a tragedy, really.
Okay. Yeah, it turns into a tragedy.
The thing is, before we think, or he thinks he's going to solve the 8th case, the problem is his past comes back to haunt him, and we actually get the kind of an anticlimactic, disappointing ending to Steve's story.
I see.
Okay. So what
But
about
really,
his-
the end is a passing of the baton, because the entire time he's been training kind of an understudy, and so we are like that understudy, or the understudy serves as our perspective on all these cases, and he is surprised by how easily how easily Steve is able to solve all these cases, and so. When one finally comes along, it's a big, I knew this would happen. And so when Steve dies, there's a sense that he might take up the mantle.
kind of like the Dark Knight Rises effect.
Exactly.
Nice. What about Steve's personal life? Is it as perforated as his justice?
I don't know.
Well, again, it's not so much about him. We get a little bit of background. Steve's personal life. He is a foster child, of course.
Of course.
Right. So like his youth, like his home life was perforated because he was from one home to another, like loosely connected.
Very good.
Nice.
Right.
Yes.
And so, his understudy, his pal, the new kid on the block, it leaves it open, and I think there might be a sequel, Perforated Justice 2, 2-ply.
I love it.
Very good.
The Apprentice's name, Detective Blue. Wait, is his name Steve? Steve's last name is Blue?
Steve Blue.
I f***ed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Nick Jr.
Nick
is his name.
Nick
Oh
Jr.
my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's perfect.
Whoa, that's hilarious.
Oh my god. Okay, so we've got Perforated Justice is the story of Detective Steve Blue, who has a very easy time solving cases, and his understudy and his apprentice of sorts is Nick Jr., who takes up the mantle when Steve kills himself after having the 8th case of his career or of the runtime beating him.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah, so that's
Right.
Perforated Justice coming to a theater near you soon.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
Summer 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer 2017.
Wow. Okay. All right. So who should go next? Tiny, do you want to?
Sure. I'm just going to start at the top of my list and work my way down. The first one, the title is Space Mattress.
Oh, man. I love this. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Space
so
Mattress.
the genre, I mean,
Well, it's an erotic thriller in space.
exactly.
It's like Fatal Attraction on a starship.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's go with that. Space Mattress. Okay. So let's see. So it's about. Could it be about a brothel that's orbiting a planet that is slowly being that humans are slowly colonizing?
Yeah, well, it's this planet. If you don't mind me kind of switching gears, this
go
planet is distant, right? And so this sleazy guy, kind of looking for a quick fix, a get rich quick scheme, is on this ship, and he decides to start a brothel using people from that planet or beings from that planet, and he actually ships humans to this planet. And of course, our hero of the story, played by Katie Sackhoff, stows away onto one of the ships, disguised as one of the prostitutes, because she hears about this. Stories are coming back to Earth, and so she flies out to what is it? Space Mattress.
Space Mattress.
Yeah.
To space. She flies out to Space Mattress to kind of confront this guy, and so of course, she takes a couple of the women under her wing, and she tries to get them off the weird blue space drug that they're all on, and a couple of them die along the way. And so she is in the bedroom with this sleazy dude. Of course, he has a mustache. So they're about to go to town, and she tries to kill him, but he's kind of hip to it. This is not the first time he's been around the block. It's not the first time he's seen kind of an uprising, because all these space girls are a little crazy. So Katie Sackhoff actually gets captured, like he knows. And so one of the 3 girls that were kind of under her wing early on in the movie decides to kind of take up the work that she's trying to do, and they break Katie Sackhoff's character out of prison.
Wow. Holy
So it's like Avatar, but with more sex.
Yeah.
I just have flashbacks to when I was a kid, and the best thing in the world was stumbling upon Emmanuel in Space on HBO in the middle of the night. Wow. So oh my God. I'm just still laughing at the title. Space Mattress.
I know.
Okay, so I don't know how else to expand on this.
Yeah, that was in depth.
So I kind of riffed too much.
No, you're fine.
All right.
So why is he evil? Did we
That's a good
establish
question.
He's trying to profit from, taking advantage of the native population of this planet.
that? Okay,
Right.
so there are natives on this planet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh wow.
Yes. Alien sex is the unobtainium of this.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, it's a new sensation. It's something the Earthlings haven't experienced yet. They're
Yes.
always looking for the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so this guy can offer space sex.
It's the kinkiest sex that's ever been invented.
Right.
That's the tagline right there. Space mattress.
Space mattress.
The kinkiest sex that's ever been invented. Oh my god!
I'm gonna put that on my resume. Dear God.
Oh my god! All right, so
Good job, guys.
Yeah, that was
Mike.
good.
Well done.
That was great. Oh my god!
All right, my turn. You guys ready
Yeah.
for this?
Oh yeah.
This one is called Breakfast Part 2 Lunchtime.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, clearly, it's about two characters who are madly in love.
Okay.
It's a romantic.
Wait. Yeah. What's the genre? Let's
Okay.
establish genre.
It's a romantic drama.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
two characters are wildly in love, and they are the hungriest people ever in the history of the human race. And they find out they love each other while they eat breakfast.
Okay.
And the only way they can love each other is through breakfast food.
So then, okay. Do you mind if I run with that?
Go for it.
So the movie depicts what they have to do. The struggle of their relationship revolves around them having to move on to lunchtime. Yes. and how that negatively affects their relationship.
At the end of the first movie, they realize they hate each other after all the breakfast food is gone. Oh my God.
That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous.
I think it's an instant classic.
Oh yeah. Obviously, yeah.
It's like 500 Days of Summer with breakfast. Like the IKEA scene
Nice.
in 500 Days of Summer. It's that, except they're at a diner.
Okay.
They're at a Denny's.
At a Denny's or an IHOP if they can't get clearance for Denny's.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. So then, is it the second part of a trilogy though? Because I mean, part 3 is dinner time. Is that like where they get to old age or something?
Yes.
It all depends on how much money it makes.
True.
Well, I mean, come on, breakfast part 2, lunchtime.
You know what I mean? We're the kind of movie makers though that we are not. You know, we wanted to tell this story. It's not about the bank for us. It's not about this big story that we're trying to tell. We wanted to do 2, and we're going to finish the story at 2. We'll see how 2 does.
Okay.
Well, but I think the writer though really likes this, and he already wrote the third one.
Okay.
And I think the plot is that the two main characters, Eric and Sasha, play.
Oh my god.
Played by Ryan Reynolds and Elisha Cuthbert.
Oh, nice.
They reach old age, and Elisha Cuthbert comes down with Alzheimer's.
Jesus.
And he has to remind her of the good times through their chats over supper.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So
Is this the third one?
That's the third one.
this is the third
Right.
one.
The third one opens with an old man cooking breakfast.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
And so he comes into the room, and he goes, "Honey, I have some food for you." And she doesn't. She's kind of like lost, kind of doesn't remember what's going on. And she goes, "Guess what it is? Breakfast for dinner."
Oh,
Right? Right?
I love it.
Breakfast for dinner is the best thing.
It's pretty great.
Okay, how about this? Yeah, it's fantastic. So their entire relationship is based on their love of breakfast food and everything like that. And then the breakfast part 2, lunchtime,
Clearly.
is where they're trying to come to terms with eating a different meal and all that, obviously. Mm-hmm. So what if the entirety of their relationship is like throughout all 2-3 films is we use a metaphor of an egg. And like in the second movie when they have a rocky start and everything like that, they try to incorporate egg into their lunch, and it's just not working and everything.
Okay.
And then they have a fried egg on a hamburger and they love it. And that's how they overcome their adversity.
They go to a Chinese restaurant, get fried rice.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or the man, what was his name again?
Eric.
Eric. He is seduced by a woman, like a Chinese restaurant woman who offers him fried rice with egg, and he's like almost in love with her, and then it's all about Alicia Cuthbert's character trying to win him back, and then she puts the fried egg on the hamburger, and they're set.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it very much.
It writes itself.
Oh, it really does.
Gosh.
This is ridiculous.
Again, what was the title, Mike?
Breakfast.
It was Breakfast Part 2, Lunchtime.
Yes.
Wow.
And then like the final shot of Part 3, the dinner time one, is just two eggs on a skillet, just frying and cooking, and then the end.
Love it.
Yes. No, Finn.
Finn, very yes.
Yeah.
It's a classy movie.
Okay. That's Breakfast Part 2, Lunchtime. That's one of the weirdest conversations we've ever had. Okay, I'm trying to pick which one I want to bring up next. One of my joke titles was Jennifer Lawrence falls in love with an Indianapolis podcaster, and the two of them get married and have babies. The movie.
God,
it's a fantasy, right?
Damn it.
Yeah, you had that one coming.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Okay. How about this? Packing tape.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm gonna go
Family drama.
Oh, dang it. Okay, family drama.
Okay.
Wait, did you have something else?
I was gonna say horror.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say horror, and it's kind of like The Ring, in that someone recorded a woman packing up all her belongings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And from there, something happens.
So it's
well, the
actual...
movie opens. What you mean to say is the movie opens with a woman packing up all her belongings, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so what happens is, every time she goes into a new house, she moves into a new house, right? And so she's putting boxes away. She's like done moving in, and she's putting boxes away, and she goes up into the attic, and like on the ground, there's already boxes and they're open, and there's just like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of packing tape.
Ooh.
Okay. And so she starts to like look through this packing tape and trying to figure out the history of the house, and like did they sell packing tape, or what's going on? So she's looking through some of the pictures, and in the pictures she finds multiple victims just kind of tied to chairs in packing tape, right? And as she's looking at the pictures, the scene gets a little more gruesome and a little more gruesome. And so she's just kind of freaked out about the history of it. And so she goes to sleep that night, the first night, first week or whatever. And then she starts getting visions of these like people coming up and trying to attack her, and like wrapping packing tape around her mouth and stuff like that. And so, come to find out, when she was younger, she and her family were moving houses, and her younger sister died in a packing tape accident. So she keeps having these packing tapes things. So packing tape works both as the killer in her dreams, but also a metaphor for kind of like putting back together your life and kind of moving on from the past.
Wow. Deep. The packing tape accident that the younger sister died in was I'm going to go with this. It's very bleak, but she fell into a vat of adhesive that they use to put on the tape that gives it its stickiness. And
Clearly,
the adhesive is too thick to swim in, and she fell to the bottom and drowned. Mm-hmm. That's how she died.
I like it.
And so the house that she moves into, all that tape is actually the tape made from that vat of adhesive that her younger sister fell into. So it's got like traces of her blood in it.
Yes.
And it's the mother actually who killed the younger daughter. And the mother has been, though presumed dead, had been chasing our main character the entire time.
Yes. The ghost of the younger sister haunts the tape that's in the house.
Right.
Yes.
And we think that the ghost is like doing all the haunting, like negatively, like poltergeist style,
yes.
and trying to hurt our main character. but we find out that she was just trying to warn the main character of the mother who is actually doing all the bad things, who is trying to kill our main character.
Absolutely.
I just got
With
chills,
packing
you
tape.
guys.
With packing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's brilliant. I love that.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Packing
It's a good one.
And all this is just because I was looking at my boxes.
Directed by Wes Craven.
Directed by Wes Craven. I love it. Oh my god. All right, yeah. Does that do it for packing tape?
I think
It
it
does
does.
sound like a modern day like Wes Craven movie.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? Like what was that last one?
The
that,
Asylum?
that came. What's that?
Asylum?
No, I think you're
No,
thinking
no.
of John Carpenter.
Oh, that was John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, packing tape though. PG-13.
My Soul to Take.
My Soul. I didn't
Soul
see
to
that
Take.
one.
My
I
Soul
haven't
to
seen that
Take.
one either.
Wow.
So we can
Yeah,
agree
of course,
packing tape.
PG-13.
PG-13.
Okay.
PG-13 horror like never before. Oh wow. Okay, so Tiny.
Okay. I have an idea for where this one would go, but I'm curious what you guys come up with.
Okay.
It's stupid. Okay, the title of this film is The Projectionist Lives.
The Projectionist lives.
Oh man.
Okay. So
Well, unfortunately or fortunately, sounds like another sequel. I mean, Lives is a part 2.
Yes.
yeah. Or well, okay. So let's establish genre. Should it be a drama or should it be like a Projectionist?
It sounds like
lives?
horror to me,
It kind of does.
right?
Or maybe
It
like
sounds
a
like
thriller?
a Peter Jackson horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I forgot that he did horror.
Like The Frighteners.
The Projectionist
yeah.
Lives. Okay, so we've got Projectionist Lives, a horror movie. Okay, so is it about a haunted movie theater, haunted antique movie theater in which the movies, like the owner only gets 30, whenever there's a 35 millimeter print movie showing, you can see the projectionist in the projection booth, or the conversion to digital cinema, you can still see like the projectionist in there, and for some reason all the files are like shown as if like they have the little marks for the reel change and stuff like that. Should that be the inciting haunting?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's our main character? What kind of main character do we have here?
A budding film student who takes a job at the theater to help his friend, to help an elderly mentor who helped him get his love of film. To help him out, he takes an assistant manager job at the movie theater, and that's when he finds out that there are just horrible things imprinting onto the films, and that it's up to him to uncover the truth of the projectionist. And
Ooh.
yeah,
Okay. We need some bodies,
okay.
right? Is it that kind of horror?
I think so. Should it be? It could be, because all I'm thinking is like it could all take place over the course of a horror movie weekend marathon that the theater is showing.
Yes. Perfect.
Or this could just be, I wonder if this is what Tiny had a thought of, when this could just be a documentary about the projectionist that haunts the Irving Theater where it starts over in Irvington.
That's not what I had in mind. but
Okay.
That's good, though.
Yeah, you can check that out at theirving.com. Anyway, okay, so let's expand on this. So that we have some bodies, I assume teenagers are going to be all over this movie marathon.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how is the ghost of the projectionist going to kill them? And is it actually the ghost, or is it someone corrupting it like a human spirit or human
Or is
person?
it a copycat?
Or is it a
Copycat,
copycat? Or
yes.
is it? See, the way I thought it is that the projectionist, in quotes, right, capital P, is actually just a series of subliminal messages that is kind of forcing kids to kill each other.
Ooh.
Happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
Yeah. Right.
I like that a lot, though.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a bunch of murders in this town,
Mm-hmm.
and they all kind of come back to the victims all saw It could be a crossover movie. Detective Clue, Detective Steve Blue would be the one on the case, and find out it's really easy to just find. Okay, yeah, they're killing each other.
Or it's Detective Blue's 8th case that he can't solve.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So then, instead of killing himself, he just goes onto a space brothel for a space mattress.
We're jumping the gun here, guys.
We are. So anyway, so okay, these kids are turning up dead in this town, and it's up to the college student guy, the film student guy, who's kind of running the theater. On one side, he wants to figure out what's going on, and because it's bad for business that a bunch of kids are dying after seeing movies in his theater. But then he's also very, very interested in it from a film student perspective, and he's kind of wrestling with his demons of wanting to make a movie about it or something. Or to learn more about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an ethical dilemma movie.
Yeah.
Totally.
Wow. So how does it end? What's the? So these kids are dying. They're trying to figure out who it is. The common link is that the night before the night that they died, they went and saw a movie at this theater. So how does it end? The filmmakers.
Well, they try to burn down the theater. They do burn down the theater.
Okay.
Right? And cut to a year later, right? The guy, one of our main character, or one of the main characters, one of the surviving characters, goes to a movie in another town, and it's like the first time he's been to a movie in a long time. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's been a while. I didn't know that I'd ever go back to a movie, but you convinced me, and I guess I better just get over my issues, because whatever, blah blah blah." And then so he's in the movie, and the last scene, of course, we see the projectionist in the movie that he's watching.
Yes.
Ooh.
Again, chills.
Again, yeah.
Awesome.
This reminds me of a movie that I saw. Like, I didn't see the actual movie, but there's a movie. A direct-to-DVD movie that I saw in the bins at Walmart that's called The Last Showing. It stars Robert Englund, and it's about a couple trapped in a cinema are manipulated into becoming unwilling actors in a film being captured by CCTV cameras. So anyway, Robert Englund plays like a demented film projectionist in it.
Oh my god.
Well,
But anyway,
rip off.
I know,
Yeah.
that's a total ripoff of
Jerks.
The Projectionist Lives.
Our lawyers will be in touch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I see Ansel Elgort in the lead.
ooh, I like that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Robert Englund is the projectionist.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it.
Maybe he'll have to audition. Let's not get crazy here.
Yeah, let's not,
Yeah.
Freddie don't audition.
Wow.
So that's The Projectionist Lives.
Yes. What I had in mind for it was like kind of like Die Hard, but in a movie theater, and the projectionist turns out to be John McClane.
Oh my god.
Like John McClane, it was more of an action thriller. I don't know why.
That is kind of ridiculous,
It's
but
stupid.
I think I love it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well done.
All right, are we ready for the next one?
Yeah, hit us with it, Mike.
All right. How many of these are we doing, by the way?
I have no idea. I mean, if you're running low, we can like do one more rotation. We're at 30.
No, because I have a couple actually. and
Okay.
I want to do two more.
Okay, we can eat. Do you want to do two?
Oh,
more?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then like after we're done, we can kind of run. Do you want to run through like the list of titles that we have just for
Yeah.
shits and
Yeah.
giggles? Okay. Yeah, two more because we're at 33 minutes. We're doing fine on time.
All right, so this one is you can kind of take this for what you will. We've done a lot of goofing around, but this one's super vague, super basic. Here we go. Agent 12.
Agent 12.
Agent
Ooh.
12.
Okay, so Tiny, what genre should we want? Should this be a spy thriller? Should it be an action?
Agent 12.
'Cause
Man, it's so basic. You
so
could do it.
basic.
You could do
It is.
horror with that.
Yeah, it could be like an Agent Orange kind of situation.
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah. But I think it's got to be a thriller.
Like a spy thriller.
Spy thriller.
Eesh.
Maybe spy action thriller.
Spy action thriller.
So
okay.
there's action in there as well.
Right.
But is that kind of obvious given that it's a spy thriller? There's always some action.
Right.
Or is there? I don't know.
Spy thriller, like notable spy thrillers in history that you can Google. So Agent 12,
Okay.
what sets him apart from? Oh my God!
The other 11 agents.
The other 11 agents. Hang on. This is so dumb. Agent 12 is an agent of an elite squad of agents that only need Okay, there's 13 agents in this squad.
Okay.
And the chief who's in charge of the squad is named Captain Thomas Baker, so it's Baker's dozen.
Oh my God.
Agent 13 goes rogue and decides to off agents 1 through 12.
Okay.
So Agent
1 through
12,
11.
Agent 13 is Baker's dozen. And then Agent 13 goes rogue, and then he has to
He wants to kill
So
all the
he's
other.
trying to kill the other 12.
He's trying to kill the other 12. And
Okay,
it's up
does he
to-
successfully kill 1 through 11?
Let's leave some to kind of have like a ragtag group for Agent 12 to kind of... Because if it's just one man on his own, that'd be kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
tricky.
Yeah.
We need to have
Well-
stakes.
Okay.
So Agent 12 teams up with agents like 2, 5, 1, and 9.
Right.
I was gonna. You took a while. I was like, let's not dwell on the numbers.
Right.
Just say numbers.
So, but then the rest are offed, and that's their deaths are what are that signal to them that like something's going wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a pattern.
Yes.
Yes.
So 2, 5, 1, and 9, and then 12. Jesus. Tiny. Location. Where should?
Location. Well, obviously they're American agents
Well, yeah,
because this is an American movie.
Yeah,
In America.
and there are no other countries in the world.
Right.
Right.
But let's say that just like all good spy agencies do, they have agents stationed throughout the globe in case there's
Okay.
any spy business that needs to be taken care of in like China or Australia or I don't know, wherever. Argentina.
Okay.
So this is one of those movies that's like it's like one of the Bourne movies where they're in like Tunisia, and then they're in London, and then they're in New York City, and then they're in India. So it's like Agent 13 is like hopping all around the globe trying to kill these agents, and they're just trying to, I don't know, they're trying to chase him across the globe. I don't know. That doesn't work because they're all teamed up now.
Right. I'm trying to think of another Baker pun or something for like the
course you
satellite agents that are across the globe. Like they have Baker's dozen. They're their go-to team. What about Captain Baker? Is he involved in Agent 13's rogue behavior, or is he maybe his death is what sparks the interest or really gets the remaining agents to really have a vendetta?
See, I think he turns out to be a bad guy.
Nice. I
Like he was
it.
feeding intel to Agent 13 the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah, about their movements and stuff.
Yes, and Agent 13 wants to go rogue and needs to kill the agents because they hold the secret of Baker's. Like maybe he overcharged.
They know his. They know his
The recipe.
They know his secret recipe. Damn it, Mike! You stole it.
I'm sorry.
Oh man!
Oh my
I'm
god,
sorry.
that is awesome.
You were gonna say it. You were going there. I didn't do it.
Oh my
God damn
god.
it.
And then okay, I got the final line. Hang on. Let me get this together. Okay, so Agent 12 is like in a locked fight to the death with Baker, and so he has Baker hanging over like a beam or something. And he's about to fall, and then he's like, Baker's pleading with him, or Baker's like, you're never gonna stop, you're never gonna stop us, and all that. We've got. I'm everywhere or whatever, and then or he's like Agent 13's gonna go after you or something, and then Agent 12 looks at him and he's like, that doesn't matter in the yeast. That was a lot of build up
my
for a really
God.
stupid joke.
Boy.
instead of in the least, guys.
We're there.
I was gonna say that Agent 13's name is Thomas Flower.
Thomas Flower. Oh my God.
That's the secret ingredient.
Flower.
That's so stupid.
Agent 12 is Dylan Frosting.
Dear God.
Oh my God.
So stupid. Agent 12.
Agent 12.
Agent 12, ladies and gentlemen.
Baker's dozen. Jesus.
Agent 12. Tagline, get it while it's hot. I don't know.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Wow.
All right. So, Mike, how do you feel about that one?
That works.
Nice. Let's see. That one's not good.
So you're up, Matt, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to pick which one I want. That one's okay. This one I have kind of an idea about what it would be like. So we'll see what you guys come up with. The movie is called The Bartender's Apprentice.
Oh my God.
Genre.
It's a fantasy comedy.
Interesting.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's a fantasy comedy. And so, like, I think of like kind of like The Sorcerer's Apprentice. In fact, I pictured Jay Baruchel as the bartender's apprentice, right?
Okay.
And so he is, fresh out of college, doesn't know what he wants to do, but his friend tells him he can make hella bank bartending. And so he kind of takes up bartending, but he finds out that there's like a seedy underbelly of bartending that actually deals in magic. And so the reason they're able to mix drinks so well is because they mostly have practice mixing potions and things.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that's our plot, Tiny. That's our setup, Tiny. What's the plot?
Okay. Oh, geez. The plot is after Jay Baruchel becomes this apprentice for the bartender, who I think is played by Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, clearly.
Clearly, yeah. I mean, it has to be
yeah.
Rickman. There's no other choice. He finds out that there's obviously with anything like this, there's a hierarchy of powerful people in the magic world. You have your wizards, you have your warlocks, you have your different levels of. There's a hierarchy, and so he finds out that one of the top wizards, is trying to put an evil potion into all of the alcoholic drinks that will knock everybody out, and like they'd be like muggles. Like all the muggles would be killed off with this potion, and the magic people would take over the world and rule the world.
I'll tell you what. Actually, it's Prohibition era.
Oh my God!
And so,
Wow!
Right, and so these moonshiners, these what are the people called that did it anyway?
Bootleggers.
The bootleggers are offering alcohol, but turning people into things with their potions.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Jesus.
This is so far away from what I had in mind when I thought of this title.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay, is there anything else we need to decide on this one?
I don't think so. How does it end?
Gosh, I don't know.
I mean, it's a fantasy story. Jay Baruchel saves the day.
Right.
Yes, he does, of course.
Tie it back to history somehow. Like him saving the day is what repeals prohibition.
Yeah, him saving the day is convincing the senators to pass the 21st Amendment.
There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that is The Bartender's Apprentice. When I came up with the title, I thought it would be like a nice little romantic comedy with this guy who like kind of Coyote Ugly meets Cocktail kind of romantic comedy or whatever. A little bit.
No, that's stupid.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. I think I'm up.
Yep.
The next one that I have is called Mega Audit 2, The Receipt.
Oh my!
Mega Audit 2.
Mega Audit 2.
The Receipt.
The Receipt.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
That one's tough. What do you got, Matt?
Let's see. I will say. Okay, I think I got this. Okay. It is a teen comedy where or like kind of a college age comedy where a student, a guy gets his tax refund. Turns out that he's being audited, and he needs to find out how much. He needs to go back and find all of his receipts that he spent all of his money on and everything like that. But there's one receipt that he doesn't want the government to know about, and that is for his contribution to ISIS.
Oh my
No.
Oh,
Not that one. I'm trying to think something like maybe it'd be like a raunchy sex comedy, so he like have this really embarrassing. Okay,
Yeah, it's like a porn site.
yes. Okay. The government official who's auditing him was his high school. Was the girl he had a crush on in high school, and she needs to go through all of his receipts. And the one receipt she doesn't want her to see is like one for like a really like a
Oh my
gag
god!
gift.
He got paid for doing a porno and didn't claim it.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Oh, so wow. Yeah.
But what happened in the first movie? First Mega Audit.
Oh my god, that's a good question.
Oh, that's funny.
Why are you trying to call out plot holes, Tiny? Okay, the first movie is his porno.
Oh, okay. It's a parody of an IRS office.
Yes,
And they're all,
because that is a very weird specific fetish that people are really in demand for.
Oh my god.
I know what I'm Googling tonight.
Googling it right now.
Oh my god. Okay, so Mike, what do you think what do you think should happen?
It turns out his love interest did porn too,
Yes.
Nice.
right? And so he kind of gets up in arms about it. You know, it's kind of the toward the end of the second act, he gets up in arms about the fact that she was also in porn, but there's of course the double standard there, and they kind of hash it out at the end and decide to go into porn together.
Yes.
Nice.
They make they make the sequel to his porn, and then they film it in her office.
Yes.
Her government
Yep.
office.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
pretty
they forget to
cut and
claim it on their taxes, and that's the third
Yes.
Mega Audit 3.
dry. Jesus Christ.
So stupid.
So okay, let's talk cast. I'm trying to think of the female. Let me get the female love interest one because I really have some thoughts on this one. First of all, wait, who's the guy so I can pick one for
The guy. Zac Efron?
Sure.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's
Yeah.
easy.
I'm trying to think of like not Alison Brie. I'm trying to think of someone who can play young.
Jeez.
I mean, that's horrible. Oh my god.
Well, they had to be old enough to play at the old enough to work at the IRS.
That's the tricky part, and she also needs to be his love interest from high school,
yes.
and he's a college student. This is a tough one.
That is tough. She was a senior when he was a freshman.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And he's in medical school or something. I don't know. He did the porno to make money for medical school.
Right. And then instead of using his knowledge of medical practices and like stuff like that, he decides to make a porno about the IRS.
Yes.
Instead of like a hospital porn.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the oh my god, I keep trying to remember. Ellie Kemper is the female in it. because I love Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt
Okay.
and her.
That'll work.
Probably a little too old. But okay.
Yeah, well, she can play young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Again, she's not really that old.
she's really not. I think she's in low 30s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if that. But Mega Audit 2, The Receipt. Wow, what did you have?
Perfect.
How did you get that title? First of all, Tiny.
I don't know. I was trying to think of like what is like a super like boring, banal job, and I thought of like a tax auditor, and I was like, how do I make it sound like it's Die Hard? I don't,
Just add a mega at the
my
beginning.
God.
yeah, and of course you guys went with a teen comedy, a romantic comedy.
Oh wow, good one, good one.
Thank you.
Oh, these are ridiculous.
Yeah. So here we go. The last one. You guys riff on the awesome movie, right? Coming summer 2018. The Z Chromosome.
The Z Chromosome.
The Z Chromosome. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Chromosome.
Well, first of all, what genre is it?
Zombie horror.
Oh my god.
Please.
Wow.
Maybe.
That's too basic though.
Yeah. Z Chromosome.
I was thinking like sci-fi thriller, and that the next step in human evolution is the Z chromosome,
Okay.
or maybe it's manufactured.
Yes, but to do what?
I don't know, but it stars Jeff Bridges. I don't know why. He's just in it.
You don't need a reason to cast Jeff Bridges.
No. Yeah.
He'll fit in somewhere. It doesn't matter what the movie is.
The Z Chromosome. Okay. They try to. Scientists in a lab try to. I keep wanting to go to like a romantic drama kind of thing.
Of course you do.
I do. Well, you know. They're trying to manufacture a serum or something that gives people a specific chromosome, or gives them something that makes them easily able to fall in love. It's all a thing about put up by like Hallmark and stuff like that to sell Valentine's Day cards. But there's an incident in the lab that creates
The Hallmark lab.
The Hallmark lab, yes.
Where all they do is test different kinds of glue envelopes.
Hallmark's R&D division.
Oh my god.
Jesus. There's a mix-up, and then they create this virus that gives people an extra chromosome that makes them lovelorn zombies. I keep wanting to tie it back to zombies.
Okay.
And so they keep falling in love with people, but they're zombies. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm trying to like.
Would they be sex zombies? Because they're in love and they just want to have sex with everything.
Well, Tiny, love isn't always about sex, okay?
So they cuddle people to death?
They do.
Know.
Oh my god. Oh, that that could have been one of my titles. Anyway, okay, so the Z chromosome.
Cuddled to death.
Okay, the Z chromosome. What do you think,
I
Tiny?
didn't know this one would be so hard. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. People start evolving to where they have an extra chromosome that that makes them see zombies.
Oh my god.
The Z is what's tripping me up, and
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
I see it as like scientists are trying to clone humans, and the first successful clone ends up having a Z chromosome as well. Like what? Men is XX, women is XY. Is that right?
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
And so the clone is XYZ.
So people are automatically born,
and they have ultra intelligence, and it starts to it can reproduce asexually.
Who?
And it's kind of like the dinosaurs in
Oh my
Jurassic Park,
god.
and it tries to slowly build an army and take over the world. It starts with a prequel or a prologue. It starts with a prologue where, like in 1981, they clone the thing, and like 30 years later, someone stumbles upon this town in like rural Arizona where the XYZ clone has like built this town, and it's all his like little offspring that he's been turning into an army slowly, and it's set in modern day, so like over the last 35 years or whatever, he's been building.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I was gonna say when you said
the name of the clone, Zach.
Zach.
Well,
Nice.
clearly.
Clearly. Oh, wow. When you said that they produce asexually, I thought, like, okay, Hallmark creates an army to fight the XYZ people, because them being able to reproduce asexually means that no one's falling in love anymore, and that's a threat to the institution of the gimmick of cards and stuff like that.
Hallmark, if you're listening, please don't sue us.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much better than anything I could have come up with, Tiny.
It's so dumb. And I'd say the clone character is played by Paul Bettany.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw Andy Garfield in there too somewhere.
I like it. Andrew Garfield. That's a good call.
I like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow. So that's the Z Chromosome. Anything else we need to talk about with that one?
I don't think so.
So yeah, that gives us we've just pitched 9 movies. There's the ones, oh my god. Okay, there's Perforated Justice. Space Mattress, Breakfast Part 2, Lunchtime, Packing Tape, The Projectionist Lives, Agent 12, The Bartender's Apprentice, and Mega Audit 2, The Receipt, and the Z Chromosome.
God.
And our work here is done.
Yeah.
Hollywood, call us.
I don't know that I
Yes.
would see any of those. I wouldn't see any of those movies.
Packing Tape sounds like it could be interesting. And yeah.
Wow. What are some of your leftovers, Matt?
Oh my dude, I have so many leftovers on here. Okay, I'll just read them. When you guys said that about cuddles or cuddling and stuff, I laughed because like one of the first ones I had was the title Deception Cuddles. And then I also had The Court Reporter's Notebook.
Oh boy.
And The Incarceration of Roberto M. Blood Money.
I like that one.
Yeah. And then I'll say this last one, and then Tiny, you can say something. Then I have more after you're done.
Okay.
This one could have been a lot of fun. Express Lane.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
What were some of your leftovers, Tiny?
These are. I'll just read all of them.
Okay.
At the top, I have The Lamp That Got Away. That would be a Disney animated movie.
Nice.
Stalin Goes to Rio.
Oh my god.
That'd be like a Bing Crosby
Okay.
traveling musical movie from the 50s.
Sure.
The Mug of Justice.
Oh my god.
I wanted to do like a blaxploitation one, and so I have one called A Righteous Blaction.
God.
Mr. Thompson's Train Whistle. I don't know why.
Oh my god.
This is a symptom of just being sitting in my room and trying to think of stuff. Refrigerator Magnet 4, The Reckoning.
Oh my god.
And then the last one is Alien Invasion, The Battle of Wyoming.
Oh my god. Okay, I have like several more. I'll just run through them real quick. Firmware update.
Oh God.
Guaranteed lowest price, which I kind of envisioned as being like a workplace comedy, set in like a grocery store or something.
God.
Connectivity loss. Swipe right, a Tinder story.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Marley's Magic Mixtape.
Oh God.
No idea why. Aftershave. This one is Missed Connection, but with Mist, M-I-S-T.
Oh, God.
And then the last one I had was The Housekeeper's Deposition.
Jesus. Wow.
Which some of them sound like John Grisham novels.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So if you're listening and you have pitches for any of those titles that are left over.
Please.
Hey, whoa. You didn't let me go.
Oh, do you have some left over?
Yeah, I said I had some.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. The Blood Club.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. Jizzed.
Oh my God.
I wonder what that
Followed
was.
by
What would that
Church Camp. A teen comedy, like a faith-based teen comedy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That'd be so great.
Oh my
And then,
God, that would be
off
so
of that,
awesome.
there's a spin-off or a sequel, Holy Molly.
Holy moly. That's awesome. Wow.
Oh wow. Oh, church camp.
Church camp.
Church Camp.
Oh my God, like
Right after Jizz.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
like a raunchy teen comedy that's not raunchy because it's church camp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Wow. Good job, guys.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
awesome.
Well done.
Yes. So if you're listening and you have any pitches for how any of these leftover titles can go, please let us know.
Yes.
We'd love to hear it. Oh my God.
If you email us that, we'll read it on the air.
Yes. And if you want to contribute to our Kickstarters for any of the films, our Indiegogo pages for any of the movies that we just pitched today, don't, because we're not going to do that.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So, how about some potpourri, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
If this is your first time listening, Potpourri is a section where we talk about whatever we're into, whatever we watch, whatever we're looking forward to, anything we want to talk about as long as it smells good. And I actually have quite a bit for Potpourri, but it's not separated like I have been. So who wants to go first, and I'll organize my notes.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I just saw Liam Neeson's best action movie since Taken.
Ooh.
I saw Run All Night. Have you guys
wow.
seen it yet?
No.
It was actually really good.
Nice.
Yeah, he's put out. Everybody knows he's put out a lot of turds lately.
Yeah.
A Walk Among the Tombstones was pretty bad. Before there was what were the other ones? Unknown.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that was bad. They've just been bad, capitalizing on the Taken thing. Not to mention Taken 2 and Taken 3, which were awful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Run All Night was just I really like action movies where characters make logical decisions. And everything seems plausible, and the whole movie was very plausible. Tight action, a good script, a quick pace. It was just pretty good. I can see if this came out the same time, or if this came out at the same time, or instead of Taken, I think it would have been just as successful. And you can't really say that about any of the other ones.
Nice.
So it was good. Definitely worth seeing.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
really
check that out.
surprised to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Who? It's about like him trying to save his son or something. Who plays his son? It's not Jai Courtney, is it?
No, it's
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Joel
Kinnaman?
Kinnaman, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swedish or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
And he's great. I really like him a lot.
Nice.
I wish he had more to do in RoboCop.
Yeah.
I
I
never
think
got
he's
around to it.
better than the script allowed.
Yep. I agree.
And so I'm just kind of excited to see him in more things. He was good in Run All Night.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Tiny, what do you got?
Yes. I went and saw the film on Friday. I went and saw Insurgent, the latest Divergent series movie. You can hear me talk about it on a future episode of Nerds Domain podcast. I went there with Matt Quiet, who runs that podcast.
You cheated on us.
I was invited. And so I went and saw that with him, and we talked about it in the theater right after we watched it. It was fun. So, but yeah, just my thoughts on it. I was pretty underwhelmed by it again, because I saw the first one and really disliked the first one. It's just a really boring franchise so far.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's trying to capitalize on this current fad we have going of dystopic teen young adult stuff like The Maze Runner and The Giver and The Hunger Games and all other 20 of them. And I haven't seen some of those other ones, but man, this is just not. The Divergent movies have just not been in the same vein as the Mockingjay movies or the Hunger Games movies. I think the cast is pretty solid. Like, I think Shailene Woodley's okay, and Theo James is the male lead. He's fine, I guess. But it's just they just don't give him anything to work with. These scripts are just like scraping the bottom of the barrel for these scripts. I just don't know why they can't make them more interesting. This one was a little bit better. Insurgent was a little bit better. They upped the action, which was good because the first one was like, I was expecting some action and basically didn't get any. It just felt like there was none in that first movie because it was all just so. Mm-hmm. It was so, like there's plenty of fighting, but it was like there was no choreography whatsoever.
Wow.
It was just really bland. There was no style to it at all. And so the second one, there's a little bit better camera work with the action and the fighting and stuff. And Miles Teller is in it as well. He was in the first one. Mm-hmm. He was much better in the second one. He had a lot of good comic relief in this one. So
nice.
He was kind of the highlight of the movie. But yeah, it's just a really boring series. I'm not sure. I don't know why they keep making them. Well, they keep making money. I don't know why people keep going to see them. So.
Yeah, and I think that Allegiant is the fourth one or the third one, and it's a trilogy of books, and I think they've already said that they're going to split it into 2 movies.
I figured.
I think.
Jeez.
I know.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So annoying.
Yeah. I never saw Divergent. I kind of wanted to see it. I wanted to read it and see it, but I just never got around to it. Mm-hmm. And I just couldn't bring myself to, bother with it.
Yeah. I can't recommend it. It's just not very good.
Okay. Okay, should I go next? Or?
Yep.
Okay. So as I've been doing the last couple episodes, I have organized what I've been watching in terms of the service that I've been using to watch it. So I have Amazon, Netflix, Hulu Plus, and one other one on here. I'll start with Amazon. My turn will be on what I've been watching on Amazon. I talked at length a while ago about The Man in the High Castle, which was one of their pilots that was released in January. They had their pilot season, and I really liked it. So they've picked up a couple shows from that pilot season, and one of them is the show Mad Dogs. And it's got Steve Zahn, Romany Malco, Billy Zane, and 2 other people. Basically, it's executive produced by Sean Ryan, who I love from his work on The Shield. So Mad Dogs is about a group of friends, these 4 guys who are invited to Belize for a little vacation to visit their friend who started this company and then cashed out, sold the company, and basically made enough to retire in his 40s. So they all go to this house, and then they kind of slowly start to realize something's a little off. He's kind of their friend is kind of in deep with some people that are willing to do horrible things. And basically from there, it really just delves into kind of their interactions and what they're doing in this kind of dramatic situation. I'm trying to be vague because, I can't really say anything without spoiling it, and there's only been 1 episode because it's part of the pilot season, but I really enjoyed it. The location, I don't know if they filmed it in Belize, but my God, it looks just beautiful.
Nice.
And I can't imagine how expensive it could have been to film. But it's just this landscape of the beachfront villa that they're in, and then they go out to sea to take a yacht to Guatemala. It's just very beautiful landscapes. And it's just really interesting to me. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as The Man in the High Castle. It didn't really grip me that way. But there is some pretty good potential, and there's some good character interactions between the characters.
Nice. I like that cast.
Yeah. And Steve Zahn in particular, I really, really like him as an actor. And I feel like if this takes off, it could kind of really be a good fit for him. Oh, and Michael Imperioli is in it.
Nice.
Yeah. And which seeing like I saw a few episodes of season 1 of The Sopranos like months and months ago, and just like he looks kind of not haggard, but I mean he hasn't really aged as well as like Steve Zahn and Billy Zane, but
right.
But whatever. The other Amazon show that I just watched one episode of it. It was just renewed for a second season. They had the first full season on Amazon Prime right now. It's 10 episodes. It's called Bosch. It's got Titus Welliver, who was in later seasons of Lost. And then he is a detective whose partner is Jamie Hector, who played Marlo Stanfield in The Wire.
Nice.
So Bosch is based on a book series, the Harry Bosch book series, by Michael Connolly.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's about a detective. It's kind of a gritty kind of detective cop show, and it's like the show. The first episode is about him tailing the suspect and then shooting him, and then while he's in while he's in court because the family of the victim or the family of the dead guy has sued him, while his career is kind of on the line, he gets a new case that is he gets a new case. So, and there's not really that much about the show that I can talk about from the one episode, but it's filmed very well. Like it's the opening credit sequence is really really hooked me in, and the acting is all really top notch. Lance Reddick is like his captain or something, and it kind of plays with some cop show tropes, but it has potential to be pretty good. And it just got renewed for a second season, and there is like maybe 14 or 15 books from which they can have adventures from.
Wow.
Which from context clues, it seems like the first episode in the first season cover, and it's a serialized show pretty much. So the first season, I assume, covers one of the books, and I think the book wasn't published until 2002, so it's kind of in the middle of it because it started in 1992. Anyway, so that's Bosch. And Mad Dogs, both on Amazon Prime.
Cool.
Mike, have you watched any of Community Season 6?
No, I have not.
Okay. Tiny, have you?
Me either.
Yeah, I have.
Is it not great?
No,
Jake
no.
doesn't like it.
Really? It's really good. I mean, just it's Community. It's season 6 of a show that I love, so it's kind of like, it's not like pristine Community, but I mean, it hasn't lost its essence.
Mm-hmm.
It's
spirit.
It's spirit, exactly. Like when watching the first couple episodes, I was just like, I'm so happy to be watching Community. But
okay, I got one for you.
Okay,
I don't want to hear too much about Community because I'm going to watch it. It's not like I'm boycotting it.
Right.
Okay, so I've kind of been singing the praises of the voices a lot lately. With Ryan Reynolds, have you guys seen or heard of this?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. It's where he hears voices, or he imagines his animals talking to him.
Yes, his pets talk to him, and he obviously has psychotic tendencies. And it was really, really good. People ask, obviously how I would describe it, and I just describe it as a really, really, really dark comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a horror movie with comedic influences, I guess, but I love the choices that Ryan Reynolds makes.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is just another sterling example of good choices he's making in movies, and so I really liked it. It was good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll jump over to what I watched on Netflix. It's just one movie. Although it's kind of interesting. This is a movie that I'd heard about. I didn't know much about it. I just knew that it starred what's his name? Xavier. Young Xavier. James McAvoy.
James McAvoy. Yeah.
So this movie stars James McAvoy and Jessica Chastain. It's called The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and what's interesting about it is that it's three movies are on Netflix right now that are called The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. It's the full titles are The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby, him, and then the other one is her, and then the other one is them. Like the actual symbol of the colon.
I remember hearing I remember hearing about these.
Yeah, so I watched him. And it's interesting because the reason that it's two movies that were filmed. It's one movie is from the male's perspective, the other one is from the female's perspective. It's a movie about a couple who experience a tragedy and then separate. And it's a married couple who experience a tragedy and then they separate. And then the two movies each movie depicts the different perspective of the split, basically. And it's interesting because as a concept, I really like it. And the Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby, them, is basically, from what I understand, it's not a movie that was created in part of this. It's basically like the Weinsteins bought it and then decided that America needed to have one singular movie, so they cut it together.
Yeah.
So him, and before going into it, I thought, okay, well, maybe I just won't watch them. I'll just watch the two movies and be fine. Well, I only watched him, and it's very clear that it's like it feels like it should be. It feels too exclusionary in it. Like I like it as a concept, but it is harmed by the concept because it's only from his perspective. So you get like in the early part of the movie, he gets a call and she's in the hospital, so he runs to the hospital. This is before they separate, and then you just see her with like a broken arm or something, and then that like they don't explain like what happened. I don't think that they explain what happened. Bill Hader has a supporting role as McAvoy's best friend and coworker, and there's a whole subplot where James McAvoy is the manager of this restaurant thing, and it's like about to go under, and he's dealing with his wife leaving him while also probably losing his job. And it's really interesting. It's an interesting character study of a guy that's, he's lost his wife and trying to deal with a breakup, basically. And it ends on an interesting note that makes me want to see her, the other part of it. But I mean, I didn't dislike it. But I wasn't like too crazy about it. It was just I'm liking more the concept of it than I do the actual finished product of this. And then my opinion might change when I watch the other movie. So that's The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. All three are on Netflix.
Interesting.
Yeah. Although I have a gripe about Netflix. They don't, like, the three movies are on Netflix, but they all have the same cover art, which just says The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby, so it isn't until you highlight them that you see, like, which version it is. So that kind of bugged me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First world.
Yeah. Right. Oh, you want to hear first world problems? I'll, like, end us out here if you guys don't have anything more.
No.
Okay, so Hulu Plus, like, and I'll lump in Yahoo Screen. Like, I've had problems getting Yahoo Screen to work with watching Community, and last night I watched the second episode. I had it on my tablet, loaded up the Yahoo Screen app, press play, and then just it wouldn't connect for me. Like, I was watching it, and then it didn't. It just messed up, or it was like lagging. So what I did was I went and I had my laptop. I had two of the boxes that I'd packed sitting in front of me with my laptop on top of it, and then I was just watching it like that. I was watching it on my laptop, but I had it playing in Chrome on my laptop. Halfway through the cold open, it just jumped to 4 ads in it, and then 2 of the ads didn't have any audio. Then when it went back to the show, it just skipped to the clip for next week's episode.
Gosh.
So finally I got it working again, and I got it playing well throughout it and all that. But I mean, just my God, I love and respect Yahoo for resurrecting Community and putting it in a way that's easily accessible to us without having to register or without having us pay for their service or anything like that. But my God, if it isn't the most buggy thing and it's so frustrating. But then I mean, I've heard people say that they've had a similar issue. So, and I'm willing to bet that it might be my internet connection, which I'll know more next week when I have my new place and have my own internet, my new internet setup. And then, last thing I'll talk about is Hulu Plus. I watched the most recent episode of The Last Man on Earth, which that show is really funny, but it's so weird and so unique that it's probably not going to last very long. It really isn't. I mean, and it's a shame, but I'm really, really enjoying it. But I've experienced some issues with Hulu Plus also. Like Netflix runs perfectly fine everywhere that I use it and everything, but Hulu Plus, I watched one episode of The Last Man on Earth, and then I switched to watch the latest episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then it kept lagging and buffering. So then I switched to Mindy Project, and same thing. So I don't understand technology.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
One of the problems with cord cutting.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, this could be my internet because I have Uverse at home right now, and I don't think the speed, I'm getting I'm selling my soul to Comcast next week, and I'm going to have what I assume is faster internet speed than what I'm getting with Uverse right now. So hopefully that'll be the end of my problems. Getting Comcast, that'll be the end of all my problems.
Gosh.
So I'll have more to report on that one next week.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I think that about does it, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
100 episodes
Yes.
in the bank.
Yes.
100.
What? Just really quick, because nobody's listening anymore. It's the end of the episode. Let's run through. Can you guys remember some of the other ideas we had for 100th episode? I said our favorite 100th episodes of TV.
Yeah.
That was one idea we had.
And I liked that idea.
Yeah.
I was really wanting to do fake trilogies. Should we say that or save that?
Oh, I think we'll save it. We'll do it eventually, won't we?
Okay, yeah. Should I cut that out of the episode?
Oh. No, you leave
You
it.
leave it in.
Okay, yeah.
It's vague enough.
Listen to us talk about fake trilogies sometime. Yeah, and I mean, I think there was talk in the early days, doing a clip show.
We were going to watch Anger Management 100 times and report on our findings. That was another one we came up with.
Oh God, that would have been really funny because we wouldn't have been able to manage our anger.
We wouldn't have podcasts anymore because we all would have killed ourselves.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I mean, here's to 100 more.
Totes.
And
no deaf.
It's been a lot of fun.
No deaf.
No deaf.
No deaf.
Most deaf.
Most deaf.
Nearly.
Guys, I'm drunk.
100 episodes, Mike, and you choose this one to mess up on. Jesus. No, but 100 episodes is fun, and this is the last episode in Turbo Roo Studios. So.
Woof.
Yeah.
Woof. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yes, thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks.
I have 4 or 5 days to figure out a funny name to name my Wi-Fi at home in my new apartment.
First world problems.
Right.
Don't make it Turbo Roo.
No.
I like this has been all over Reddit before. This is not new or original, but I like all the surveillance van. I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I think that's been done before.
Yeah, and I like the hide your kids, hide your Wi-Fi. I should just name it obsessiveviewer.com just so that people checking the Wi-Fi can go to it. But then again, if I have an attractive,
then it looks like you're viewing them.
Oh,
It
yeah,
does,
that's
yeah.
true.
Right?
It's creepy.
Like you are obsessively creeping.
As always, thank you for listening to the Obsessive Viewer podcast. Thank you to Loudlike for providing our awesome opening theme music. Their first EP is called Mistakes We Must Make and features our theme song and a clips of events. Please head over to iTunes and download their album. While you're there, make sure to give us a rate and a review. It helps us climb the podcast charts, and we really appreciate feedback. Speaking of feedback, Please like our Facebook page at facebook.com/theobsessiveviewer and follow each of us on Twitter. You can find me, Tiny, at ObsessiveTiny, Matt is at ObsessiveViewer, and Mike is at I am Mike White. You can also check out the blog at obsessiveviewer.com, where we, but mostly Matt, review movies, TV shows, and comment on the industry as a whole. While you're web surfing, please head over to our sister site, obsessivebooknerd.com, where we review books and comment on the ever-evolving world of reading. If you're philosophically curious, please go explore my side project, the Secular Perspective Podcast, which is a show that explores the concept of faith, religion, and existence from a secular perspective. If you have any thoughts on the podcast or suggestions for future episodes, you can also email us individually at Matt, Tiny, or Mike at obsessiveviewer.com, or email the podcast directly at podcast@obsessiveviewer.com. Thanks for joining us today, and please come back.